Hi guys, so welcome to Fun Tricks. Thank you for purchasing this. We hope you enjoy it. So I just wanted to start off by saying that all of this should be fun. It's all about bonding with your dog. Whatever tricks you're learning them, if you're spending time with them, you're building up that bond, you're making yourself valuable, okay? So just enjoy it and have fun. So first off, in the Fun Trick series, we have middle. So I wanted to explain why middle is valuable and why I actually spend my time teaching the dog to do this trick, okay? So I want the dog to understand, just like with heel and side, that being around my legs is a valuable place to be. And looking at me is valuable to them, all right? So it's a pretty easy trick to learn, luring the dog into position first off. So that's a bonus. If it's easy to learn, the dog's going to get it pretty quickly. I also want the dog to learn to look at me, follow my body motion. So when I'm turning, when my foot lifts to move backwards or forwards, they're paying attention to that. So it's building in for the dog to keep their eye on me and watch for my body cues and indications, okay? So it's rewarding them for looking at me, checking to see which direction I'm moving in, all right? Switches them on, gets them alert to what you're wanting. And also, it is good for the dog to learn how to use their back feet. So when you're moving backwards in this trick, the dog obviously has to walk backwards, so it is waking up their proprioception, so their awareness of where their feet are. So they are waking up their legs. So moving backwards, side to side, following you round. Okay, so that's why I teach that one. So the next trick is feet. So giving all 4 feet, so front 2 and the back 2 too. So again, this is a main one about proprioception, so waking up the dog's feet. I like to do this when I'm just approaching the agility line, all right? So when I'm getting my dog warmed up, it's part of my dog's warm-up routine. So asking them, not in any particular order, but I sometimes mix it up. So give this one, 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 give this one. So I'll pair them up with one, either doing diagonals or same sides, and then give the dog the toy. So waking up their awareness of where their limbs are, which is obviously good for an agility course because I need them to pick their feet up over the poles. We don't want any drop poles. So that is that one. Also, the next one we've got is press. So press is a pretty easy one for your dog to learn. You can be learning this to a puppy, basically couple of weeks after you bring them in the door. You want to be on this one straight away, really. Builds value for the hands, all right? So the dog looking at you, again, pointing at something, that means do something, doesn't it? Build value for these hands, all right? Your hand's valuable. So I think it's a good one as well to switch the dog on. Again, I like to do this one when I'm literally on the line, ready to go. Press, 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 do press, 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 make it really exciting, get the dog focused, looking at you where you're going, all right? So, and as well, I like to do press because we can use it in the jumps later on. So when we're learning the dog to come close to our body and not go off and do a jump, we can utilize that in our agility training later on down the line. So we want this really, really strong, all right? So the next one we have in the series is reverse. So again, I like to use the reversing in my warm-up routine too. And again, it is good for proprioception. So the dog waking up their back legs because they're not going in a forward direction, they have to go in a backward direction. It's just like us running forward, we find that pretty easy. But if you run backwards, you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. So I tend to do a little bit of reverse, then come back into me, a little bit of reverse, then come back into me. So if you think, if you're doing that fast, you're waking up your different muscle groups. You wouldn't use the same muscles to go forward as you would do going backwards. So that's why I like to do that one as well. Okay? Just have fun with it, guys. Enjoy. Build that bond with your dog.